Well, hey y'all, it's Sheila. I'm back again. I am with Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things, and I am among the 12, so hello. First, I claim that Jesus came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. He's Jesus and God in one spirit. He's my Lord and Savior. He's my everything. He finished it all on the cross, past, present, and future sins. There's no works to salvation, and once saved, always saved. Okay? All right, so we're continuing on with the declaration part 4, doing part 2C today. All right, so this is for 6/15/2026. God's physical calendar is 3/12, God's spiritual calendar is 9/12, and God's true Gregorian is 12/31 today. All right, so these declarations were spoken through Mandy by Jesus, his main vessel, and this was done 9/1 through 9/19/2024. Okay. In all the realms, my children, they have endured the suffering of the devil and followed my voice in every turn. And now I will reward the ones who truly love me. They have given up everything for me with the guidance through me, while having my heart being loving, delicate, gentle, and kind, who followed me through the storm and even when defeated never gave up on the good fight and continued to persevere through every step of embarrassment, public shame, even harassment that became hostile, having death spoken upon them, never giving up, never stopped worshiping me, and always held true to my love, who laid down things for me and trusted in me with their walk in faith and love and true obedience of love, waking up the children, working strenuously on hardly any sleep, just to wake the nations. And because I love my children and I will never give up on them, they have never given up on anything through their trials of faith. I too will never give up, and I will fulfill and deliver my promises to the fullest max, to make each and every one of you my warriors to fight for the love of my people, my bride and my 144, my chosen elect, and my elders from the very beginning, from the original kingdom, will take down the rulers of evil in this world and all the other worlds. They will lift their swords through persecution, annihilation. Okay, I lost my spot. Okay, and overall testing that the enemy has bestowed on all of you. I will restore you and deliver you, and my promises will always ring true, and you will stand by me in my glory when I bring the nations down. The world has given up on you because of the love of the world is false. My love is true and is because the love of this world has never truly known you the way I know you. Your Father, Yeshua HaMashiach, your true Savior, who loves you with all of his heart. And even though you don't understand all of the lessons I am teaching you all of you, that I'm teaching all of you for a time, it's making you stronger. It's giving you a pure heart, and it's building you up and strengthening you with a cleansed heart. A heart like unto mine, and no longer will the impurities of men and their wicked defiled hearts tear a hole in your heart, because I will mend your heart. I will fix the broken and love on the weak. The love for this world that you seek, it was all based on material love and riches, restoring your future, giving you a sense of false hope. And it was never true. It's a false idol. I will never give up on you because my love is true, and you will forever have me bestowed. Yeah, get the words here. Bestowed in your hearts, and the love of the Father on any of my children will shine bright for the whole world to see that I have chosen them, and I have decided to honor them based on their faith and belief of the true Son and Yahweh. And I bring them through their own trials and tests of faith and true obedience, and remove them from the trial and tribulations, the great tribulations of great faith and testing through hardships, by honoring them a spot, a place in my kingdom with true love and great honor to my bride and my elect and my 12 and my elders, and all of my children who love me. I will have many rewards waiting for them, and my 7 and my 5 from the very beginning will be rewarded to the greatest max, along with the remaining 12 who entered at the greatest time of testing. And not just this circle, all of my circles and the love and test of faith and true obedience that all of my children have in me, or have given me. Sorry. Okay, we'll get it right. I will mend their wounded hearts because I know the evil of this world, and I have allowed it to tarnish my children's hope, faith, and dreams, while giving them a new sense of hope and foundation, and bring it all down in the end. I have allowed the wounded of your soul. I have allowed the wounded in your hearts. But you never gave up on me. You chose me when all hope was lost. You never cursed me or denied my son's name. So you will walk in the clothes of white and honor the greatest king they ever gave up. They never gave up on. I'm so sorry. So you will walk in the clothes of white and honor the greatest king they never gave up on and they never quit on. I put my children through all kinds of testing, making them walk through fire to purify their souls. I did lots of switcheroos by switching out your spirits. I had to test your hearts and bring out the impurities. I had people getting out of the wilderness differently. I switched everyone's spirit out to the max. I even brought Melissa's spirit in to having that hardened Pharaoh's spirit of fear to show the end times are here. Poor Vashti, she was tested to the max. She has always been Angel's soulmate, who is also Lana. Vashti has followed my voice to the very end. She has never strayed. Ashlyn, the same with you, my dear child. I put it in both of your spirits to hold the true salvation test, while I made the other 7 act like you were still under the law. I say 7 because 7 is my completion, and 7 was the original number of the first group. I separated you guys. I did that temporarily by bringing Melissa in. At first, I gave you Loriana's spirit, making you feel like my wife Vashti, my physical wife. As crazy as that sounded, you still didn't stray from my voice. Your entire family turned on you, and you still held strong to my voice. You never swayed, no matter how many messages from Mandy, Cassie, McKenna, Alina, Sheila, Denise, Angel G, Kathy, and everyone else on the other side, bringing in wisdom, words of knowledge, dreams, visions, and more prophecy. You stayed true to my word. I pulled on your heartstrings. I tested you to the fullest, and whatever you had in your hearts has now been pulled out and cleansed. In the end, no matter what, you all stayed true to my voice, because my elect can't be deceived. I said if it were possible, but it's not possible, because you all hear my voice. I even made poor Cassie, McKenna, Angel, Mandy, and G think that Vashti was Melissa in darkness and never going to cross over. But they still held true to my love and faith. Sorry, I got a cat wanting to hit the camera stand here. Let's see if I can leave her. All right, sorry. All right, but they still held true to my love and faith, and they still prayed for her. And they all still asked me if they could bring, cat. Hold on. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Well, I guess she didn't like that camera stand. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so, but they still held true to my love and faith, and they still prayed for her. And they all still asked me if they could bring her with us, because she was family, and no matter what both sides said to one another out of frustration, you never turned on one another. And I am speaking to all of you. You turned the cheek, and you always held true to the most standard of the highest love, and that is my elect. I switched your spirits out so I could say certain things to you, but also teach you wisdom. I tested Natasha, and she followed my obedience, even though she didn't understand what I was making her do, just like Abraham. I tested poor Sheila, making her think she wasn't choosing my will by wanting her soul Patrick. Revelation Ministries is Patrick. They have the same spirit, just different suits. Alina, she stood up, became an amazing prophet overnight, always obedient to my words. I am very proud of her faith and obedience and trust in me. She turned over a new leaf and started believing all the words that I have been speaking to her. She crawled out of the darkness and started forgiving, and I had to pour out every part of everyone's soul by the words I give, not just Alina's, but everyone's, and keep bringing things to the surface to pull on all of your heartstrings, to purify all of your souls, cleansing your hearts before I can change you all. I am still doing that with Alina now. I am purifying her heart and giving her words that are from her own heart. I am still doing that with all of you, changing your moods and bringing things to the surface to pull it out of your hearts. I am giving you dreams and visions as well to make you look inside your own hearts for purification and to make sure you are cleansing every inch, every crevice, restoring you and building you back up, to create my army and my defense team of warriors. But in order for me to pull it out of your hearts, you have to admit it's there so I can pull it out. I will not interfere with free will. Sheila has really grown as a prophet as well, and I'm very proud of her. She's growing and believing in all of the words I speak to her. Denise and McKenna, the same thing. A papa couldn't be any more proud. Cassie is my second vessel, and I speak through her a lot, and even though she doesn't feel it in the spirit, physically she is my other main vessel as well. But now I am connecting her up to the wave frequencies from the different worlds, and she is going to start feeling a lot. She will be equal to Mandy as my main vessel. Her gift she has now is matching the true gift of prophecy. I have given this gift to all of you, not just Mandy, Alina, Vashti, Ashlyn, Denise, McKenna, Charlene, Lori, and Sheila. You all have the same gift of prophecy. But the same things don't necessarily mean y'all have them activated now, because I am still working on your strengths. And the same gifts you all have because I have given them to you freely. Even if you haven't used them yet, it is the prophecy gift. It is the main gift, and you are all my prophets. I have given it to all of you, just like I have given visions, dreams, and words of knowledge. Okay, so stick around for declaration part 4, 2D. All right, I'll see y'all later. Again, take this to Jesus. Remember 1 John 4, 1 through 3. He's the true spirit speaking. The enemies know who he is. They know that he's the Son of God, but will never claim that he's the Messiah and that he came in the flesh. All right, y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all later. Bye.